Hey there folks, Santee at the Arizona Ghostriders here. The anatomy of a gunfight. Let's look into it. Dueling has been practiced for hundreds of years. In its inception, it was reasonable and legal for two people to solve a major dispute as long as they were both willing and armed. On the wild frontier, the rules still applied, but the law, if there was any, usually got involved. Western movies and television would have us believe that this was almost a competition or a way to make a name for yourself. The gunfighter with a reputation was a man that kept calm when the shooting started and usually hit his mark. This doesn't mean he was the quickest on the draw. It also didn't mean he went from town to town trying to beat the fastest gunslinger.
Hey, are you gonna drink that?
The Civil War shaped many of these men, and they were no slouch in the gunplay arena. In 1865, James Butler Hickok, known as Wild Bill, had a disagreement with Davis Tutt in Springfield, Missouri that led to a standoff. From 85 yards, Tutt fired at Hickok and missed. Hickok didn't. This event could have been what started the dime novel intrigue and eventually Hollywood's fascination with the Old West gunfight. That fight wasn't the only one, though. In 1876 Deadwood, Turkey Creek Jack Johnson faced off two men in the street after an allegation of cheating at poker. The two men performed quick draws and emptied their pistols at Johnson, who returned two well-aimed shots. The men didn't make it, but Johnson did.
Why won't they leave me alone?
So, it isn't all Hollywood fantasy. However, most Western toughs didn't go out in this honorable fashion. Many of the famous ones were murdered. Wild Bill Hickok, John Wesley Hardin, Jesse James were all shot in the head from someone behind them. This was probably the only safe way to do it. I mean, why take a chance at a head-on battle with these renowned shootists? Even Pat Garrett didn't take a chance with Billy the Kid and ambushed him from inside a dark room. Another notable fact is that a lot of frontier-era gunfights happened in close proximity. Many of the buildings back then were small. Saloons were plentiful, but never seemed to have enough space. A gunfight in a saloon would often result in innocent casualties. Out on the street, you didn't want to miss, so those battles were generally pretty close too. These altercations were so quick and furious that even the most accurate gun-toter could miss. Those who practice tactical defense today are trained to aim for center mass and not shoot the guns out of the hands of the attacker.
I don't like the idea of getting shot in the hand.
Some towns didn't allow the carrying of firearms, so if you wanted to get into a duel, you had to go obtain a gun and meet the opponent for some gunplay. This would no doubt end the altercation, but also put you in the slammer. In the future, I intend to research and give you more information on not only the famous gunfights, but the not-so-famous ones. So, stay tuned. Well, that's it for another episode, so please like, share, and subscribe. And we'll see you on down the trail. Please like, share, and subscribe.